Buenos dias a todos. Here we are, day one of Summerween. Okay, my plan for today is to read the Ballad of Black Tom. I'm going to start off with that one. Pretty much my sister forced me to. And it's a short novella. I should get it done today, so we'll see. I do have the dentist to go to today, and then I got to go to the store. Hopefully that should be all I got to do. But things are always popping up. But I am excited to get through this, and then hopefully if I get it done, and I can get started on the murder of Roger Ackroyd, even better. All right? Well, let's see what the day brings. Here we go. Hey everyone. Okay, so I just finished chapter 5 of the Ballad of Black Tom. And this book is a trip, to put it mildly. We're following Charles Thomas Tester. He is a 20-year-old African-American male, lives with his elderly father, who's actually 41, but acts a lot older, in Harlem. And they're both musicians. Well, Otis Tester, his father, is an actual musician. Tommy Tester, as he's known in here, the son, can play guitar, but he can't sing. But he uses that as an illusion to kind of get jobs in the areas around Harlem, like in Brooklyn or other places where white people live. And he uses it as a way of surviving in those white neighborhoods, almost like magic in a way. But at the same time, magic actually exists in this universe. So, for example, he was walking down a white neighborhood with his guitar case, and it had a little small yellow book in it to an elderly woman's house who wanted it, and it turns out this was like an actual occult book. Again, he didn't think anything of it. She really wanted it. You know, with this actually taking place in 1924, a lot of the horror really does come from just the way he's treated. He's African American, he's a black man, and he's surrounded by white neighborhoods. And when he goes into these neighborhoods, I mean, he is verbally abused. People are staring at him. They're asking him questions where they would normally ask people questions. And you can see the horror of these situations. But anyway, while he's out there one day, he's playing, and he gets invited to this guy's mansion to play for a party, again in a white neighborhood. He goes, and it turns out, oh, well, actually the party's not tonight, it's tomorrow night, kind of a thing, but I want you to play tonight anyways. And then the guy who invited him, the owner of the mansion, starts to act really weird, and a few really weird things actually start to happen, like otherworldly, Lovecraftian things start to happen. It's really good, but it's really trippy, but I'm enjoying that. In a minute, I'm probably gonna go to Barnes & Noble or get some lunch or something, and then I'll come back and I'll finish it up. Again, it's a quick read. It's only 150 pages pretty much, but I've had things to do this morning, and so it's kind of been broken up. But I'll get back to this, and then I'll see you later on. All right, so I'm now on page 101. I'm almost at the end, and wow. I can't really give too many details because it'll ruin the novella for you. But let's just say, so Tommy Tester goes to this guy's mansion to play for the party, and something had happened beforehand that made him go, that really got him upset and angry and sad, and he kind of did something rash. Well, at that point, part 1 ends, which is Tommy Tester's story, and then part 2 begins, called Malone, which now follows the story from the side of a policeman. This policeman, Malone, works with a private detective called Howard, who's a real jerk. He is just, oh my gosh, you can't hate anyone more than you hate Howard. Malone kind of fits in with the same kind of racist population that the rest of New York has, but you can see he has like this little seed that could grow into something more, but he's still a racist prick as well. But anyway, now we see the story from his side, and at this point, we now see Tommy Tester, or Tom, has now become Black Tom. What's so interesting is that not only is the race part in there, because again, he's a black man, but at the same time, it also gives this kind of myth, fairy tale kind of feeling to the character. Now, Black Tom is this larger than life, second in command to Robert Suidam, the guy at whose mansion he was actually playing before. But just when you read the line, his name is Black Tom, not only does Malone faint, but you also kind of want to faint, because it just hits you in a way, because you know what he's been through, and you kind of see what's coming a little bit. You see what he's become, and it is wild. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this and finish reading the rest of it, and then I'll be back at you later. I just finished The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor LaValle, and wow. Okay, so this is definitely an homage to H.P. Lovecraft, without a doubt. It is dark. It is not scary. It's not a thriller, but it does offer you some of the same kind of darkness that H.P. Lovecraft stories will. The story is both otherworldly and just very, very human, very down to earth. The climax of this novella was very satisfying. I loved how LaValle paralleled the horrors of the elder gods like Cthulhu with the horrors of racism and what it can do to not only those who are perpetrated against, but even those who are racist themselves. This novella makes you think. It makes you feel. It's not scary, like it's not something that you want to read in the dark because it's like cool and it's gonna like scare you, that kind of thing. But it's a social reality. This kind of horror is real. And I just love the way he brought Lovecraftian horrors into it. So from me, The Ballad of Black Tom gets 5 stars. It is an excellent read and one that could easily be read every year, and one I think most people should read. If for nothing else, just to kind of see what racism looks like to the oppressed, to those that are perpetrated against. Check it out, your local library, give it a read, quick read, but a life-changing one. Whew! I need a drink after that one. Holy shit. Hey everybody, welcome to day 2 of the vlog. I'm sorry, just got back from a jog/run and I'm tired. Anyway, I'm just gonna freshen up, get myself changed, ready, and then get into The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. I'm already on page 60, so I'll give you a recap here in a bit. I just need to like relax a bit, so catch you later. Hey everybody, so I am currently on page 66 of Agatha Christie's A Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and I had forgotten just how funny Agatha Christie can be. So the story takes place in King's Abbot, which is a little village in England, and is told from the perspective of Dr. Shepherd, who's the village physician. So he introduces us to Roger Ackroyd, who's his friend, and Mrs. Ferrars, who is a widow of the village and Roger Ackroyd's supposed fiance. And he introduced us to his sister Carolyn, who's the town gossip, who's hilarious. Just the way that Shepherd describes Caroline is hilarious. Funny, the town gossip. She doesn't get sarcasm, so when he's sarcastic with her, it just goes right over her head. She just keeps going, and you're just like, wow. It's just funny. No one can write that like Agatha Christie. It's all I have to say. Apparently, Mrs. Ferrars dies, and there's some speculation going on in the village about whether it was suicide or was she murdered, because the rumor is she actually murdered her ex, or her late husband, actually. Not her ex-husband, her late husband. Apparently he was a brute to her. And so one night, Dr. Shepherd gets invited to dinner at Roger Ackroyd, who is extremely upset. Dr. Shepherd can tell that he's frustrated, he's anxious, he's scared. So he goes over to dinner. So Roger Ackroyd calls Dr. Shepherd in, like, what do I do? Then he gets a letter from Mrs. Ferrars. And I can't really go any more than that because it'll give some clues away. But the thing is, an hour later, Roger Ackroyd ends up dead. At some point, Poirot is going to come in, because what you find out as you're reading here in the story is Poirot just moved in next to Dr. Shepherd. So they've already met in a way, and you just have to laugh at Poirot. He's just hilarious. I'm really enjoying the book. I have forgotten how funny and Agatha Christie was, and what a good writer she is. So it really she drags you into the story, and you're not even kicking and screaming. You want to get further into the story. So I'm just going to keep on reading here, and then a little bit later, I'll check back in with you and see where I am. Okay, so it is 11:10 at night, and I just finished reading Agatha Christie's The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and oh my god, wow, I did not see that coming. When they say there's a twist at the end, there's a twist at the end, and I really can't even talk about it or give you clues or talk about anything because it gives everything away, and I'm not going to do that. But I will say this, I have never had so much fun reading an Agatha Christie novel as I did with this one. I mean, no wonder it's on the list of 1001 books you have to read before you die. I mean, I get it. This is like a master class in how to write a twist. I'll put it this way, the story, it sucks you in, it gets you going, you start. It plays on your feelings and emotions. It plays on you as a human being and in the way we relate to other human beings, and it just turns that all on its head. And wow, just wow. So, all right, this is going to be a 5-star read. This was very clever. It was a good story. It was a good murder plot. It was good mystery. It was just a great book. So this concludes my second read for Summerween, and therefore this concludes my day 2 vlog. So far I've gone through 2 books in 2 days. That's good. I'll probably do the same tomorrow, so I may have to add a few more books to my Summerween reading list, I think. We'll see. I think I might want to add some scary movies in this week as well. I mean, why not just really go with the full Halloween flavor, right? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But all right, I am going to now get some sleep, and let's see if I start dreaming of murder. All right, everyone. See you later. Oh, that was a trip.